As we speak, we've got a search warrant that had been authored by the DEA along with Merced Sheriff's Department. We've got a 194-acre marijuana grow on the west side of the county, and we're dealing with it as we speak. The agencies involved right now, obviously the Sheriff's Office, because we're the initial investigating agency, along with California DOJ, the U.S. DEA, and the U.S. Attorney's Office. This is an unprecedented grow, and at this time we are actively investigating it. U.S. Attorney Scott, standing next to me, is well aware, and we're dealing with it to the point where we want folks to know that California has marijuana laws. If you abide by those laws, you'll be, free to do what you're going to do. Merced County has an ordinance pertaining to marijuana. However, when 194 acres is planted on the pretense that it's hemp, it causes some concerns. We've had 24-hour coverage on this property for the last week, and during the time that I've had deputies out there, we've arrested several individuals that have been stealing the marijuana and recovered 2 guns. These folks are coming from as far away as the Santa Cruz area, Scotts Valley. They had some others that were from the south. I want folks to realize that it's not allowed in this county. We will not tolerate it, and that's why we enlisted the help of the federal government at this case, because it is so big. Attorney Scott.
Good morning. I'm McGregor Scott. I'm the United States Attorney for the Eastern District of California. Over the last several weeks, federal law enforcement agencies in my office have been in communication with the Merced County Sheriff's Department about this grow on the west side near Los Banos. And we culminated those communications this morning with the execution and service of a federal search warrant on that property. I want to reiterate one of the, I think, most significant things that the sheriff said is that this is a task force composed of members of the Merced County Sheriff's Department, the State Department of Fish and Wildlife, the State Attorney General's Office, and the DEA are out there today taking down this marijuana grow. And the presence of local, state, and federal law enforcement officers makes a very strong statement that this grow is illegal under anybody's law, state and federal. The size and scope of this grow is of such a magnitude that we, the federal government, felt it was necessary to come in and help the sheriff with this issue in his county, and we are going to continue to work the case going forward from today. And we wish to send a very loud and strong message that this kind of conduct simply will not be tolerated here in Merced County or anywhere else in the Eastern District of California. Thank you.
We're not going to release the name of the farmer involved at this point because this is still an active investigation. And once that is releasable, we'll be getting that information to you. The sheer scope of this is, it's almost incomprehensible about the amount of marijuana that's being grown out there. It's not allowed. I won't allow it. And as long as I'm sheriff, I'm going to take a very active and a proactive stance against it. We've got the laws in place for a reason, and the minute you violate those laws, we're going to take action on it. This one here was, I call it an unfortunate event for the rancher involved. However, notice was given prior to planting to not do it, and it was done anyway. And so that's why we're at this stage of the game. We don't know what the outcome is going to be at this point. We do know that this is going to be an investigation, and it will culminate once the DEA gets through and presents it to the U.S. Attorney.